Hello lovelies, welcome to Faithful Updates. Today's video guys, I'll be sharing with you all top 10 fan most favorite Zeeworld series of all time. And this is based on most searched series online and the most demanded series by fans. Please guys, do subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell to never miss an update. Thank you so much for doing so. Now let's begin. Top 10 Destiny, which is known as Gya Ki Lakshmi Bindiya in Hindi, and the story revolves around Gadodi's siblings, their father and their stepmother. The four sisters' life is a warning to people who neglect their daughters because they want a son, and the series also revolves women's strength and inspire them to rise and take their rightful place in the society. Yes, this series is all about encouragement to all women parents never to neglect a female child because they want a son, and it was loved by fans and was requested to be repeated. And the series was repeated in 2021 due to the high popular demand. Yes, the show came back due to high popular demand on Zeeworld. Top 9 Laali, which is known as Agli Janam Mohi Bintiyahi Kicho in Hindi, and the series talks about the story of a young girl named Laali who is optimistic about life, courage and compassion is her strength when it comes to rescuing her family from hunger and poverty as she helps her father to share the responsibility with him. Laali got married as a child, but due to no financial means to send her to her groom, her long dream wedding never happened. And when things got very tougher in their family, Laali was sold to a wicked landlord named Takul Mahal. That was when her misery, pain, trials, challenges increased. The series was loved by fans and was demanded to be repeated back on Zeeworld. And in 2019, Laali came back on screen in Zeeworld, came back due to the high demand by fans. Top 8 Sacred Ties, which is known as Pavrita Rishta in Hindi, is a story about Archana, who is a less educated girl, and Manav, who is a car mechanic. Archana's mother has always wanted her daughter to get married to an educated and financially stable man. Her wedding was first fixed with Satish, but the wedding was called off due to her sister's-in-law conspiracy. Later, her marriage was fixed with Manav, who they thought was a mechanical engineer and he owns a garage. Archana and Manav tied the knot. After the marriage, they find out that Manav don't own a garage, and that was when their ups and downs started. The series was well loved by fans and was demanded to be repeated, and it came back to Zeeworld due to the high demand of the series. Top 7 Saloni, which is known as Sati Pure Saloni Ka Safar in Hindi. It talks about the story life of Saloni, who despite being a dark skin, sets to prove that it doesn't matter what your skin color might be. She marries Neha and begins her journey to fulfill the 7 rounds she took in her wedding. She faced a lot of problems and mainly the discrimination due to her dark skin color. But the discrimination did get to her because she set a goal to create an identity for herself. The story was well loved by fans and was demanded to be repeated on Zeeworld, and the show came back on Zeeworld because of the high demand. Top 6 The Vow, known as Banomi Teri Dunia in Hindi, and the series talks about a girl named Vidya, who is a very simple and illiterate girl from a poor family. She got married to Sagan, who is an educated business tycoon. Vidya didn't know that Sagan was mentally disordered due to the accident he had in the past until they got married, and at their wedding night she gets to discover that Sagan was mentally not stable, and she tried her best to gain his love and trust, but she faced so many challenges, mainly from Sagan's evil stepsister, Sindura. The series was loved by many and was demanded to be repeated on Zeeworld, and the series was repeated in 2020 due to the popular demand by fans. Top 5: Mehek, which is known as Zindagi Mehek in Hindi, and the story talks about a simple girl who is an excellent cook and well known to please everyone with her culinary skills. The series also showed the journey and all the negativity she faced and still manages to be a sweet and caring girl to everyone. And the story takes a turn when a guy enters her life and it is going to change her equation. People love Mehek and were demanding for it to be repeated on Zeeworld, and finally it came back on Zeeworld due to the high demand of the series. Top 4: The Promise, which is known as Kazansin in Hindi, and the story talks about three sisters who lived with their father in Mount Abu before he died, and they were forced to move to Mumbai to seek for a shelter from a powerful businessman, James Valia. When they got there, due to the stress and pressure to adjust to the new life, the three sisters made a promise to each other to support themselves through thick and thin. Living in the mansion, they slowly lose their sight of their sisterly bond and get caught in the web of deceit. The series was loved by many fans and was demanded to be repeated, and the show was repeated on Zeeworld due to the high demand. Top 3: Married Again, Season 1 precisely, which is known as Poona Viva in Hindi, and is a story of Yash and Aarti. Yash is a rich widower of Arpita and he has two daughters, Palak and Payal, while Aarti is a divorcee with one son, Ansh. Yash families and Aarti's in-law arrange for the two to be married, but Aarti's in-law lies to Yash family that she was a widower like her son, while she was a divorcee. They got married. At first, their marriage was kind of complicated and had issue due to Yash refused to let go of his late wife memories. But later, he fell in love with Aarti and their marriage was filled with love, bond, chemistry. Fans loved the series and they demanded for it. Due to the high demands, it was repeated on Zeeworld. Top 2: King of Hearts, which is known as Jamai Raja in Hindi, and the series talks about the story of Didi Patel and her daughter Roshni, who longs for the love and attention of her rented business mother, but never got it. Roshni fell in love with Siddharth and they got married. Later she found out that the man she got married to lied to her about his true identity and she decided to leave Siddharth. But later, after all is done, they got back together, but their life was filled with ups and downs, trials, and they faced a lot of challenges together. And the series was loved by many, and the show was brought back on screen due to the high demands of the series. Top 1: Twist of Fate, which is known as Kukumbagya in Hindi. The show is currently ongoing on Zeeworld and is one of the longest series shown on Zeeworld. The story first started with two sisters, Pragya and Bubu, and their mother, Sala Arora, who hoped to see them get married happily. Abi thought that his best friend Purab was in love with Pragya, and knowing fully well that his sister Alia was in love with him, he got married to Pragya so that the sister can be able to marry Purab. But after their marriage, he found out that actually Purab was in love with Bubu and not Pragya. Pragya suffered in the marriage and later Abi fell in love with her and both couple were facing different trials in their marriage. Later they both had daughter Kiara who died and before they split in the series they both welcomed twin baby Ria and Prachi. Now currently this at the time of making this video the story is revolving around the life of Prachi and Rambil as of the time of making this video. Thank you so much guys for watching to this extent. Please guys to give this video a thumbs up, share with your families and friends, comment your favorite series so far shown on Zeeworld, and also Do subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell to never miss an update. Bye. I love you all.